Welcome guys, it's UFire101 here to play Infamous First Light. I am playing this because I beat it yesterday. I beat it in one day because it's only a few hours long. I beat it in like 4 hours without doing most of the side missions. And hi friends, how are you doing today? I appreciate your enthusiasm. And I really loved it. Like, this is definitely really worth the $15 in my opinion. I will say that it is a little unworth if you weren't a fan of Infamous whatsoever. I would say if you're a fan of Infamous, it's worth the $15 because it improves upon Second Son's game style and adds a new story that's, in my opinion, more interesting than Second Son's. But if you weren't really a big fan of Second Son, you might like some of the improvements and the better story and character. Well, that's debatable, better character. I like Delsin and Fetch, but a lot of people didn't like Delsin, surprisingly. But if you weren't an Infamous Second Son fan at all, then you're probably not gonna like this whatsoever. I've heard a few complaints about how it feels weird not having all the new powers, but since Fetch has had Neon for a lot longer than Delsin, she gets more powers than him. So she has like different variants to Neon that Delsin didn't have. And it really kind of makes it feel like the other powers sometimes. For instance, I believe I have all the movement stuff. You start out right away with the unlimited sprint thing, and then also you can do things like while you're in the air, if you press circle, you kind of do a boost forward, kind of like Smoke does, which you can get that as an upgrade. So it kind of mixes the powers together, even though it's technically just one power. Plus, Neon was my favorite power, so I'm kind of glad they decided to go with that. But there is still tons of side missions to do, so I figured that I would jump back in and make a video on it, and that guy's gonna kill me as soon as I get out of this menu. Sure, why not? Hi, friend. Okay, I did get the headshot there. Headshot, friend. Good. Okay, I'm just gonna... The melee finisher is another new thing to First Light, and it's really awesome actually because it makes the melee combat a little bit more in depth. It kind of reminds me of Infamous 2 where they had the melee finishers kind of thing. When you built up your combo meter. Except this time you don't need to build up a combo meter. There's a lot of guys. Down, down, down. Okay. I'm debating on whether I like Singularity better than the other ones. It's pretty awesome. But I'm not sure if it's my favorite. Still pretty awesome though, as you can see. The city is pretty much the same. They did bring back the photo mode from Second Son. And the whole update. So basically everything that they updated in Second Son is in this. So there is the ability to turn off your game HUD. I'm not sure if there's time of day change or not. Let me check that real quick. Yep, there is. Okay. But it's random right now, which is... I don't remember that being in Second Son, so apparently now it just changes the time of day randomly, which is nice, so that's another new addition. Also, movement is very improved, and they added these new things that remind me of clusters from Saints Row 4. They're supposed to replace blast shards. Here, I'll show you. I'm trying to remember what they're called. It says what it is once you get one, so I'm not high enough. Let me go back and try to get on one of these boosts. It'll help. There we go. A lumen, yeah. So they kind of remind me of the clusters, and they're kind of uniquely placed, just like the clusters were. And they kind of replaced the blast shards because they're your upgrade points. And in my opinion, first off, this upgrade menu is so much better. Like, you can see all the upgrades that are available really easily without having to move all around, and it's just so much nicer. Another one of those things I was talking about where they kind of combined some of the things from other powers into Neon, the homing missiles. So there was kind of the rockets from smoke, and there were kind of just a mainly Neon kind of stronger attack, and there was the swords from video that were basically, they followed wherever you marked. Like 3 came out and all stabbed into what you marked, and this kind of is like a combination of all of them, except it's even more upgraded because it actually searches for your enemy in the general direction in which you shot it. And I'm already getting shot at. Fantastic. Oh. Also, you can upgrade your blast, so when you're aiming it's still a single blast, but when you're not like aiming like that, you can change it to be pretty much fully automatic. So even though you technically aren't using multiple powers, you still feel like you're just as powerful. But you basically, because it's so similar to all of them combined. But just with the neon theme over top. Right, so we're gonna... got a lot of DUP on me now. Hi, friends. That was another melee finisher I was talking about. I only have 2 as of now, but you can even upgrade it to get more. Like, you can hold more at a time. You get one from melee taking down an enemy, and by finishing them off afterwards, you get one. So for me, I can get them both back by just using melee to take out an enemy. I'm gonna try not to get seen by those. Yep, the DUP saw me. Okay. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. Let us start. Also, sadly, you only get half the map. And it looks, I already cleared out this part. And now instead of saying starting with 100% and then going down by clearing it, instead you start with 0% and then you clear it by doing stuff. I collected all of the lumen here. Well, then we might as well go do that one. Right, I got rid of a marker. Okay. But yeah, the kind of speed boost things, I'm trying to remember if they had a name or not. I think they're called, like, neon gas. They only appear when you are using your run, and once you run into them, you go super fast, and it can help you get some of the lumen and other things. And they're all placed really uniquely, so it makes movement so nice in this game. There you go, friend. Another nice addition to the movement. I can't find an example right now, but sometimes there's things sticking out of the building, like, say, a tarp, or just a random kind of overhang. In Infamous Second Son, whenever you ran into those, you would just start falling immediately, and it was so annoying and just ruined the flow of the movement. But in this game, they fixed that by making a separate animation for it, where you basically just kind of do the smoke thing and go through it. And it makes movement so nice. So let's do this. This is pretty cool too. It's, in my opinion, better than the... Here it is. That one was really easy. Most of the time they actually take quite a while to do. All the side missions are a lot more enjoyable in this, including race. No, I'm not a big fan of race. It reminds me of the fudge. I hate myself. Okay. Well, that was easy. They remind me of the shanties that you had to get in Assassin's Creed 4. You had to chase after. They're called lumen race because basically it's a moving lumen, and you have to go and chase after it and try to use these neon clouds to get to it quicker, and you have to try to basically collect the lumen.
You can run, but I run faster.
Which in my opinion is a lot more enjoyable than I thought it was going to be. Most of the time when I hear races as a minigame or side mission in a game, I usually hate them. But this one was actually pretty fun to do. Another police drone. Yeah, this one looks harder. I think it looked like the side of this building, was it? Looked like up more, maybe. Yeah, there it is. These are really easy. Usually they're extremely hard. I must be getting lucky. Can I drain neon from that? Let me check. I don't think I can. Here we go. Also, she drains neon a lot faster than Delsin. She basically uses both hands instead of just one, so then it's extremely fast. I'll show you an example because it's less fast while you're hanging on a wall. See how quick that is? You can definitely get charged up really quickly. I hate my life. Okay. Yep, get over here. There's no mortality thing, and I kind of like that because that was sort of annoying in my opinion. Right, these guys are both wrapped up. Okay. So I'm gonna have to kick you. Cause that got, as much as I like that, and I'm glad that it's part of Infamous, you're allowed to mess around in this, because there is no mortality thing. You can just mess around, do whatever you want, and not have to worry about it. Here is an example. There's another overhang. See, I just went right through it, instead of getting stuck on it. There's quite a few of those throughout the city. I think there's one. I don't know if they fixed this one or not. Usually it's smaller ones. We can try. They fixed it! Yes! Oh, I see. I went through there. So yeah, there's a lot less of getting stuck on objects, which makes the movement a lot nicer. Plus, because they combined movement together, like different movement styles, like that boost I just did, you can get around the city really quickly, plus these little clouds making you go even faster. It's ridiculous. The movement is so good. Alright, right, I was clearing an area, and I completely got off track. So I have one last race to do, and this will be completely cleared. Let's go do that. Also, I like that you leave a trail, so it's going based on what actually happened in Second Son, because whenever she would run in Second Son, she would leave this big trail behind her. And I'm glad they decided to go straight from that, because if you leave a trail for quite a while, actually. Also, the game runs surprisingly smooth. Like, so far it's been running smoother than Second Son ever did. I don't know if it's because there's less city, there's only half of it, or what, but it runs way more smooth. Oh, just got it. No bicycles allowed. Alright, so we've cleared out a district. What? Oh, I think this is one of the random side missions because I cleared out this district. So far I've only seen the civilian ones, which is kind of saddening, but whatever. There, saved you. You're welcome. Go on. Away. Oh my gosh, that is so much stuff. Like even when this happens, no lag. How is it not lagging right now? Before, like in Second Son, there was abilities like that, but they would lag so badly. Just gonna explode that. So I don't know if it's because there's only half the city, but the game runs much better. Which, of course, whenever a game runs better, it's more enjoyable to play. I will say that I agree with Game Informer. I read their review. And, they did say that sometimes you felt, like, more powerful than you should be. Like, I've probably died once in the entire game. In the entire 4 to 5 hours I've played so far. I have only died like once because I was being stupid. But really I don't mind because this is more, I find it more fun when there's less challenge sometimes. Which it gets really challenging when there's a lot of people killing you at once, and if you put it on harder difficulty, I was playing on normal, and I'm guessing the Game Informer person was too. So I guess if you really wanted more of a challenge, you could play on harder difficulties, but really, the game, in my opinion, is more fun when you just feel like this awesome person that can't be taken down easily. That was something I really hated about Infamous 1 and 2, was that you're this person with powers, you're a conduit, and you're basically an ultimate boss, and then suddenly there's 5 bullets and you're instantly dead, even though you're this basically superhero or supervillain depending, and you die in 5 hits. It kind of felt stupid and caused most of the rage of that game to come out. Like, when they throw a bunch of enemies at you in this game, it's understandable when you die. But in Infamous 1 and 2, you could die from just like 2 enemies, and then when you throw 50 enemies at you all shooting at once, when you can die from 5 bullets, it got really annoying. So personally, I don't mind that you can't die that quickly. I'm just gonna wander around. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's in the park area. Why are these all easy? I'm trying to make a point by saying they're a lot more challenging, and then they're not. I guess I'll clear out this area first, because map. What is happening? Okay. Yep, I went through it. Okay, good. For a minute I thought I was going against my own stuff. Plus, the game still looks extremely pretty. And the cutscenes are still top-notch, and I'm pretty sure motion capture, facial capture, all that stuff is still being done, because it looks still really nice. What? There's a giant guy. Ow. Ooh, bye friend. Forgot I have that upgrade.
I can't breathe.
And that is how it is done. Ow. Try not to die after I said it's not easy to die.